Hey guys, it's Joe with OMNIA, and today we're going to be doing the new Lost Chapter that was released for our Final Fantasy VII boss character, Sephiroth, and it is called the One-Winged Angel, and this is the part 15 on hard mode, the most difficult one. We're going to begin with this by saying that it is far more difficult than, the previous time when we had just done with the Rinoa event quest, but yeah, with this being a little bit tougher, you have to at least think a lot more as to how you're going to strategize coming into this one. Let's check the base scoreline of what you're really wanting for this one. If we look at I've already completed it, so I just need to look at received real quick. And if we go all the way down, 200,000 is what you're wanting, and I think it's gonna be pretty easy to get that as long as you follow the right procedures. And let me show you my team before we start right off and just kind of briefly explain why I did pick those. Rinoa, obviously a big DPS. We're going to rely on her, and I'm not going to have Sephiroth because I chose not to pull for him. I pulled for him previously in Japan when his EX Plus came out, and I found that he was really underwhelming and really fell off pretty shortly after his release. So I think, since his current EX that was just released isn't the most powerful weapon, and his EX Plus isn't going to be as promising as some of the other character releases, I would say skip Sephiroth for a lot of you guys if you are considering whether to get him or not. If you do like him as a character, obviously you can go for him anytime. That's no excuse to never skip for a character for that. But yeah, I do have Rinoa as my main DPS. She's going to be my aerial DPS as the last wave 5 will have those 3 mannequins, and they do have a lot of HP to cut down, so you're gonna need a lot of DPS as much as you can. And I will bring in a second Rinoa. Of course, a lot of people are saying right now on Reddit that Rinoa support is actually not that good. It's one of the worst supports out there, and I do want to kind of show you the use case for it. I do see their points as well, but definitely when you have the right scenario where Rinoa can be useful, you can see that she's going to be extremely beneficial to your team. So I will have Bartz as my second character. He's going to be the common buff with the simple mastery is going to further increase Rinoa's effectiveness, and also having that missile on that last wave will continue to just battery up Rinoa so that she can get stronger. So this whole entire team comp is just about trying to get Rinoa to be a little bit stronger and be more effective. And of course, Lenna, there's not much to say, and she's basically there for Rinoa to make her stronger, and all the debuff immunity are helpful as well. So I'm going to go right into this with the Rinoa support that we do have, and let's see how it's going to go after a 27.7 megabyte download. This is the niche of switching back and forth between the mobile device and also the Nox actually I'm using. So BlueStack continually hasn't been working after that Rinoa update, but hopefully it does come back very, very soon. Okay, so this one we're going to start off with Windrake Arrow just as always with Lenna. That's really a no-brainer. And with Bartz, you can just go and do Missile and just try to kill off Sarah before we go on to Rinoa, and just going to use Angel Wing right away. I'm just trying to clear out A and B at the same time. So you're going to do the HP attack, and you should be able to kill both easily. So Rinoa is very, very strong, as we always know, but thinking that the Rinoa event was so easy that this one's going to be just as easy, that's definitely a misunderstanding, because the last wave 5 is, of course, where all your strategizing does go in, and you're going to find out that this is a lot tougher than the Rinoa event that we had just about a week ago. So for this one, I'm going to start off with Rapid Fire. This is a relatively longer fight. This wave 3, this is the mid-boss with Auron and Kane, and this is going to be much tougher than our first 2. So lots of HP to shave down. You can see that just that 16,000 damage only did about that much, so we have a lot more to go on here. Okay, we're gonna go and use HP attack. Now the plan for when to use Rinoa is starting right away from wave 5, where basically you're wanting to see, hold on, let's see, let's do so. So anyway, you want to go to wave 5 and try to bring out your Rinoa as fast as you can to support Rinoa. There's a purpose to do that is when you have these 3 mannequins at the end, they do so much and they cause you a lot of trouble if you just let them be. So I will summon Ifrit along with Rinoa, and this will allow me to get rid of the 3 mannequins as fast as I can and just leave Sephiroth to be by himself, and having that will make this fight a lot easier. So I will explain that further once we get to wave 5, but we're just gonna take care of wave 3 for now. Nothing really serious here, it's just really, they don't do anything crazy, but you just need to worry about trying to shave these down as equally as you can, so that once Rinoa gets her effectiveness, she can start to shave down, and this will be over pretty quickly, but you just need to know what you're doing, just to not to overuse any skills really, but just to try to keep this chill thing going. And with the Brave Phoenix, our first EX for Lenna, we're gonna see that Kane doesn't go down, but we will just use double hand with Bartz, and we'll get 27,000 damage. We'll kill off Auron, and I'm just gonna use just another Angel Wing. Nothing too crazy here. I'm just gonna kill off the last bit, and wave 4. Of course, we're gonna have Lenna once again. And for this one, we still have a lot of turns left on the Windrake arrow buff. So we're gonna go and use Rapid Fire on Penelo, and hopefully it does kill her off. It should. There we go. And Bartz is gonna get his next turn. So we're gonna actually skip Renoa's turn on this wave and try to go right away without having to use her skill. So another double hand will take care of that. And now we're on to wave 5, where things get very, very serious if you don't take this as seriously as the other event that we just had. This is a lot tougher, and just believe me on that. And for this one, we're gonna go right away. We're gonna go and start with Rinoa. I'm just gonna go with Angel Wing Meteor to start off. Then we're gonna go with HP attack away, and continue on and on. Alright, so for this one, we're gonna go with Missile. This is continually what we're going to do, just we're going Missile the whole time. And with Rinoa, obviously, trying to get on with Angel Wings. And then we're gonna summon Ifrit now. Just going to start to do that. And of course, all we're gonna try to do is just HP attack Sephiroth, so the splash damage will get the other 2. That's kind of what we're hoping for here. And we can continue to use Missile onto Sephiroth, and it's pretty easy from here. And once you set the Rinoas up with the Missile, it makes it far more effective to use the HP attacks. And then we're gonna go to 50,000 damage on Sephiroth every time we get there. And we're actually gonna go with another HP attack because it feels like it can be a little bit stronger than the Angel Wing Meteor, since these splash damages are so strong. I will keep myself accountable to that, but I'm gonna just continue to do this, and then another HP attack we'll get with our friend Rinoa. Go and use that. Okay, so we'll get attacked a little bit here, and I think this is a proper spot to use the Angel Wing Meteor just to break A and C more so than anything else. So let's go and do that. Okay, so continue to break it, and they're about 21,000 to all of them. So we're going to do another Missile now onto Sephiroth. We still have 2 more turns on our friend Rinoa, and we do have another Angel Wing ready. Going to use HP attack. Basically what we want is pretty much these 2 guys to be killed by the time Rinoa, our friend Rinoa is out. That's what we're hoping for, but easier said than done for sure. Okay. Let's see. Another Missile we're gonna go with here. Okay, so these guys are getting pretty dangerous. So actually our friend Rinoa will just die, so we won't get an extra turn from her. That's a little bit unfortunate, but it's not gonna really count towards her score. So you guys don't have to fret too much about this. Okay, so that's 37,000 damage, and with Lenna, we're gonna go with Windrake Arrow right away because these buffs ran out long time ago. And I'm just gonna use it on Sephiroth. And on next turn for Rinoa, she will be able to kill off these other 2, so we're not gonna worry too much about that right now. For now, we're gonna have to use Inuki just to get a little bit of that, buffs back up for our Bartz. And once again, we can do another rapid fire here onto Sephiroth. Just trying to break the other two. That's what we're looking for. So Sephiroth is particularly not that dangerous unless he's doing his AoE skill, which is the Black Materia. Other than that, you really don't have to worry too much about a single target skills. It's not going to do like a Bravery plus HP damage like Cloud will do. Okay, for this one, let's go with a double hand with Bartz. We're at 30 turns right now. We're trying to finish this off as fast as we can. I think we're going to get to a Brave Phoenix with Lenna. Okay, so that'll do 26,000 damage. And we can go with our final Angel Wing to close this out. Of course with Lenna, this makes it so much stronger. And we only use Bartz in the middle part of that because of his missile spam that does so well. But we will go with a double hand once again with Bartz. Just trying to clean this out as fast as we can. Once again, nothing crazy here, just a bravery attack. There's no combined damage when you see a single target damage from Sephiroth. It's mostly when he does have AoE indicator up, that's when you have to start to worry a little bit. We can go with another Winddrake arrow, just so that we can brave up the whole team and do a little bit of damage as well. This is mostly to help out Rinoa more than anything else. So we'll get a knock-up. Knock-up is sort of really good for Rinoa's because she gains a tremendous amount of bravery once she is in the air. So unfortunately we don't get it for Rinoa, but we will get it for Bartz that we can use another double hand on. Let's go and do that. So 27,000 damage again. It doesn't kill it off, but we will have Rinoa turn once again. We should be able to kill it off now. So Angel Wing Meteor to finish it off, and in 38 turns we were able to finish off this quest, and 200,000 was what we were looking for in terms of the score line to get all the event rewards, including the gems, and we'll see what we're gonna get. 462,000. So like I said, it's pretty easy. 200,000 is quite easy to get, and I did get 462 this time around. I think the big trick is definitely to use your friend support. A lot of the AoE damages out there, so it could be Kuja at the least, but I think Golbez or even of course Rinoa that came out just a couple days ago, those are very, very good option. I wouldn't bring Quistis or anything crazy like that because it really is about getting the mannequins down as quickly as you can. That's the biggest strategy you really need to focus on here. So if you got the other two down and they don't cause you a lot of trouble, then most likely you'll be able to clear this very, very quickly. So yep, so that was gonna be it for it, guys, for the Sephiroth Lost Chapter quest. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Just looking at how the leveling of the quest and the difficulty of the quest has indeed increased, but it's still doable if you have the right strategizing going into it. So with my party, Rinoa, Bartz, and Lenna, I was able to clear this with a very, very handsome scoreline, and I'm sure you guys can do exactly the same as well. So 200,000 you need for that, 462,000 I was able to get, and hopefully you guys get something around that ballpark, and we'll all be happy family from there. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode, guys. If you did, be sure to subscribe to OMNIA Guide, and putting a like on this video will always be appreciated and be extremely helpful. So thank you guys once again for watching, and I will be back with another episode from OMNIA Guide, and I'll see you guys then.